Hi guys, so today in this video I am going to be reacting to... I actually haven't picked yet. I know, I'm so disorganized. I'm not this my phone would hurry up on that. Okay. Oh, hilarious. Oh, watch this.
Wow, I guess Amazon thought that the original family wasn't good enough or attractive enough or whatever, because they completely photoshopped new faces onto this whole family. Rude. This one is hilarious, because it's like, she's looking at you in both the mirror and here. How is that even possible? It's not. It's a Photoshop fail. Like, somebody took the time to Photoshop her face in the mirror like this, and they thought it wasn't going to look weird. It looks weird. Not necessary. We don't want to buy this toy with this demon child playing the piano. So this lovely couple is trying to sell their house, okay? And they didn't, I guess they or the agent didn't realize that their legs are gone. Hello? No one's gonna buy your house if it looks haunted. What? You float? No, we're not buying it. We're not buying your shit or your house. Ah, yes! Finally, a shower that works with my broken neck. But it's true. Who showers like this? Shower! Okay, fine, I admit it, I do that. Okay, fine. You caught me. Exposed. Azuland exposed. I'm not an anatomy expert, but I'm pretty sure this isn't how it works. Pretty sure they photoshopped front-facing underwear onto somebody's back.
Oh, yeah,
No. Never, ever leave your baby unattended in the bath. So they, it's a floating hand, bath hand. We could call it a bath hand, you know. Bath hand takes care of your baby, okay? Watches over your baby. Now the question is, did they Photoshop the person out? Or did they Photoshop a hand in and forgot the rest of the person? We will never know the answer to these questions. This one looks perfectly normal until you look at her feet and you're like, there's no way she can twist her foot like that. Like, you're not buying it. You know that this was some Photoshop blunder. Sometimes I'm like, are these things intentional? How do you mess up like this? Like, you're spending all this time cutting and pasting and making this picture look perfect, but then you mess up on which way the foot is facing. Like, you have one job. That time when American Apparel cropped out a horse body from the picture. You left the head, but you're like, the body's not important. As long as we got the horse head, people get the picture. Or sometimes, guys, angles are everything. This just might be an extremely skinny horse, and with the right angle, they're like, there you go. Can't even see him. Angles are everything. You know, like it's the difference between this and... No, there's no difference. No wonder she's a swimming champion. Look at the arm on this girl. It goes on forever. It's almost as if they cut off her arm from here and then moved it. Like, you could have just moved the sign a bit lower and still have the hand poking out. You know, you didn't have to amputate the poor girl, but no. They needed to get swim memberships in there. This woman looking out of the plane is very calm, considering she's about to crash into the Hudson River. There's no runway on the Hudson River. Like, there's no way you would ever be on a plane and be able to get this view without going straight into the water. Clearly, the people who made that were not thinking about geography and planes and runways and none of that stuff. No, they didn't think about any of it. Or maybe they thought we wouldn't realize. But we realize everything. Let them know. Let them know that Azulanders realize everything. I've shown this guy like 3.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is... Fake. Yeah.
3 times on channel, but like when your eyebrows on fleeks, you want to make sure you still show them. So this is how you play guitar. They must be legends. They're not even touching the guitar. They could have just gave them real guitars. It's like if you're gonna fail this bad at the Photoshop job, just let the actors hold the guitars, or just, you know, take the time to Photoshop the guitar into the hands. I believe in you. I know you could do it. You just gotta take a few extra minutes. This picture was on my pasta box. What did they do to her? Holy macaroni! What did they do to her? It's one of those things that you're like, I don't know exactly what they Photoshopped, but something is off. Something is mad off. Like, there's something weird happening with her hand. I think her head might be like Photoshopped bigger. Maybe even her forehead. Or maybe her face is Photoshopped smaller and it makes her forehead look bigger. Something is off, guys. Something is off. Whatever it is, I'm not eating it. That's not how you use a selfie stick. No, pretty sure I've never encountered a selfie stick that takes photographs like this. And also, this kind of defeats the whole purpose. Clearly, the people selling the selfie sticks know nothing about selfie sticks. Like, if you're in a selfie stick selling industry, you should at least know how it works. Another unrealistic looking thigh. Nobody's body looks like this. And, like, she just has this, like, just triangle that looks like it was literally, like, cut out. Like, somebody went in there was like... And from the back, it's even funnier, because it's like, what's going on here? They literally just took a white, and they painted an upside-down teardrop. Allie Brooke with 2 right feet, because a woman is always right. I'll stop with the jokes, but seriously, why? Sometimes I just don't know why some things are photoshopped a certain way. Why would you Photoshop 2 right feet? Oh, you know what probably happened? Here's what's happening. I'm guessing. This is a total guess. They took a bunch of pictures of her, okay? And in all the pictures, she was maybe, like, doing some weird thing with her toe or with her foot, and they're like, that looks weird. So then they took the one picture where her toes weren't distracting, and they photoshopped it onto their favorite picture of her with her face and pose and stuff. And that's my theory. But then they didn't realize they photoshopped 2 right feet. I think my detective work here is done. The peas on this menu photo are photoshopped in. The peas! So realistic! The person who made this menu was like, you must add peas at any cost. Like, they just had to have peas. I think it would have looked fine without the peas, personally. Like, you know what probably happened? Why am I playing Photoshop detective now? They took a picture, they forgot the peas, they needed to have the peas, or they changed the menu. They didn't want to change the photo. They added the peas. Simple as that. Unless you're an identical twin, don't bother applying for this job. So they're trying to recruit people to join the company, but they couldn't find enough people to fill it out. So they just copy and paste it. Like, look, this guy's here and here. And then this guy's here and here. But at least they flipped it. At least. Unless they were trying to fool us again, because Ashleylanders never get fooled. Living on the edge. The bottom half of her really wants to jump into the lake, but the top is hesitant. Like, notice how her leg is, like, completely detached from her body. This is another example, guys, of basically, they were doing a photo shoot, and they were like, this photo of her looks really nice, and this leg looks really nice, but then they didn't match it up perfectly, or they just forgot to Photoshop this leg out. I don't know what's happening, but it's all sorts of scary. Oh, and an extra finger over here, too. Look, where did this finger come from? Babies. We need more babies in this picture. Yeah, they just accidentally added another child, or they forgot to erase one after they were done Photoshopping. We don't know, but... there's just more babies. Oh, okay. Hey there, Kylie. You forgot the other side. I mean, to be honest, I really don't think she did this. I think this was a fan edit, because why would she ever do this herself? Squad girls! I mean, squid girls. Look at all the extra legs on these girls. 3 girls up here, but down here, there's a lot more than 3 girls. Where did the rest of the girls go? Or where did all the rest of the legs come? Will we ever know? I wish I could make people laugh this hard. Her jaw has practically disappeared. Like, that's how hard this lady's laughing, that they're just like, nah, we're gonna make you look like you're laughing so hard. Your chin has vanished. Those are awfully long arms you've got there. This one, I'm gonna let slide. You know why? Because those are fallout pants, and clearly this is just radiation poisoning. That's why he's got long arms. Not Photoshop, just radiation. But guys, I had to blur this out. But they did this ad, and then in the background they just left this, like, naked man swimming in the ocean. Great child advertising. How do you miss that? How do you, like, go in and edit and fix this photo and touch it up, fix the colors, and never notice the man swimming? Clearly the person was sleeping on the job. They just weren't paying attention. Oh, look, it's a car driving. And then you zoom in and find out it's Photoshopped AF. Like, they weren't even trying to make it look real. Like, what you doing, Mazda? That's not even close. This guy's such a boss that he folds his hand twice. Not once, but 2 times. More like 25% off an arm. How did you not realize this? Men's suits. Like, you're promoting a men's suit. How do you mess up the suit this bad in Photoshop? The whole point is trying to make the suit look good. And then you give him pretty much this as an arm. You're like, here's an arm, take it. Lady sold her house for $9. Oh, damn. What a bargain. Samsung tablet can show you the future. Like, the picture here is not the same here. Also, can edit out any people you don't want in your photo. You're like, don't want that guy in my photo.
Oh. That's just great.
Oh, don't let that girl in my photo. They photoshopped Obama holding hands with Michelle. But they left her other hand there. Again, you are this close. You are zoomed in. You are photoshopping this picture. How do you miss this tiny detail? I don't understand. I'm not even triggered. I'm just confused. The attention to detail is unreal. Wait, you guys don't hold your credit cards like this? What? This is the way to hold your credit cards. If you want to drop it and lose it. What exactly is going on here? Hey, honey, let's take the couch up for a spin. Like, whoever made this ad photoshopped a couch inside a car. And everybody is shrunk down, too. Like, why are these humans smaller than the steering wheel? None of this makes sense. Also, this kid just turning around staring at us like... Hi. But nobody else is turning around. It's kind of creepy when one person's turned around. Like, if everybody else was turned around, I'd be like, that's cute. Why is he the only one not looking at the TV? Does he know we're here? I think he's watching us. Okay, I'm going to move on now. We got another picture of Kylie Jenner. And it's, you know, it's like... something's off. I can't exactly put my finger on it. Why are people photoshopping all these pictures of celebrities? Leave the celebs alone. How do you forget? Like, maybe they just get bored. You know what? That's good for me. They're photoshopping, and they're like, I don't feel like finishing. I'm over it. And then they just step away and never continue. But then they upload it still. I don't know. That's one huge hit. What's up with these people only doing half? They were just like, you know what? We want her right hip to be tiny and her left hip to be huge. Not gonna make any sense, but we're gonna do it. That, or she got stung by a bee and this is just an allergic reaction.
Actually, I'm not sure what way. Yeah, never mind.
You know what? It could be that. There's always another side to every story. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye-bye.
So, yeah. Basically the same. Bye.